Okay, so I've done a lot of hair drawing tutorials and I will do more in the future. But in these tutorials, I don't directly tell you the one thing I target that actually makes my hair drawing look real. This is what this video is about. To make this easy, I'm going to go straight to the point. The secret to drawing realistic hair is getting the shine. There, I said it. Come and fight me. Okay, but really, if I'm being serious, the hair shine is really what you want to target when drawing hair. I'll explain more about what I mean by this, but for now, let me show you how I actually get this shine. Like I always do with virtually every drawing I've made since 2016, I start with my HB pencil. I really just want to get the flow of the hair at this point. If the hair flows this way, you definitely don't want to draw your lines going the other way. Drawing these guidelines keeps me in check as I add more layers later on. The HB is only for a guideline, so to start the more serious shading, I'll have to bring in my 2B pencil. Now with this, I can really start to draw the hair. I don't know if you can figure out what I'm doing right now, but right off the bat, I'm trying to get the shine that I talked about at the beginning. To create this shine, you simply just want to flick your strokes from the opposite sides of the hair. When you flick your strokes like this, the center will be white in a sense. You'll see me doing this here and also here because this is where the light hits. The next thing I'm going to do now is bring in my charcoal pencil. It is at this point that we take things to the next level. Before you start with charcoal, you will want to sharpen it. And let me warn you, you'll be doing a lot of sharpening throughout the drawing process. I understand the pain of sharpening your pencils, but when you notice that the charcoal pencils is becoming dull and blunt, don't be lazy to sharpen it. With my charcoal pencil, I'm just following the same lines of my 2B pencil and I'm making sure to flick my strokes. This way I can get the middle to shine. I keep saying flicking your strokes. So you may be like, what in the world is this guy talking about? What do I mean by flicking your strokes? This is what I mean. You want to press at the beginning of the stroke, but releasing it as you get to the end. You don't want to do this. This is simply a straight line. One very important thing that you also see me do is that I curve my lines to take the shape of the hair. Of course, you'll want to avoid going for straight lines, but rather look at your reference photo and take note of how the lines curve, the wavy form of the lines, and make sure that whatever line you are drawing goes along that wavy and curvy line. After this round of charcoal, it is now time for blending. I am using my angle brush, but you can use basically any brush you want, and I'm using this to blend the charcoal strokes that I made. But just because you are blending, this doesn't mean that you can just rub the brush on the paper anyhow. You still want to flick the brush from dark to light like this. So make sure you don't mess up the highlights. That is the shine that you've created in the center. After that, we'll go for another round of charcoal strokes. Nothing new to see here. I'm just doing the same thing that I did before. But I'm also going to press harder. It's time to forget fragileness and just go hard. But again, I'll still be flicking my strokes toward the shine. Man, I'm saying a lot of flicking today. If you're a beginner, you might be saying, oh really, you mean this is simply all I have to do every time I want to draw hair? Cool. But I'm going to say you should hold that thought for a second. This technique won't work for every hair because not every hair has a distinct amount of shine like this. This method that I am showing you now is ideal. In fact, it is perfect for drawing hair like this, or maybe this one, even this one, or this one. But it may be a little rough to apply this technique when dealing with hair like these. But in any case, knowing how to flick your strokes and create some kind of shine will help you with your hair drawing endeavors. Going back to the drawing, I'm still trying to make the hair dark with the second round of charcoal. You'll also notice that I am trying to make lines pass through the shine. I am not keeping the shine completely white, and this is something you also want to keep in mind. You can still get some darkness into the shine. We will blend again, and we'll also go for another round of charcoal. I'm trying to make it as dark as the reference photo. I'll leave a link to the reference photo in the description, since I don't think I'm allowed to show the photo in this video. I continue to blend and shade until I get to this point. These sections are just solid block of darkness, so it will not be a problem shading them. All I just have to do is just shade one thick block with my charcoal pencil. And yes, one cool thing about drawing shining hair is that you can make them as shiny as you want. This bottom part did not get quite the amount of shine that I would like it to, so I'll simply use my kneaded eraser to pick up some of the charcoal and make the highlights pop. I don't think the top hair needs much highlight, so I'm just going to leave it as it is. For a quick recap, I start off by marking the flow of the hair with my HB pencil. Then I create the shine with my 2B graphite pencil. Very quickly, I switch to my charcoal pencil to start to create darker lines. Then I blend with my brush. I use my charcoal again, then I blend with my brush again. I use my charcoal again until you have something like this. There are different kinds of hair and different kinds of techniques for drawing them. But what I'm imploring you now to do is to click the playlist on the screen now. And I'm going to grab myself a cup of tea. While I do that, make sure you watch that. Yes, that. And I'll see you in the next one.